sticks, rub sticks for a living. Rough and shops lost will deliver. 3 souths to the wind, then we'll shiver. We are waiting now.
So, hi guys, I'm here with Max Raptor. Do you want to introduce yourself to the camera for us?
I'm Ben from Max Raptor.
I'm Will from Max Raptor.
The first thing I want to ask about is the Barney Hall incident. Like, what happened there?
Barney Hall.
The Barney...
It's like a horror movie.
That was a thing that happened about a year ago, and all of Barney's mates suggested we played in his bedroom, and we set them the task of if 1,000 people join a group, we'll play Barney Hall's bedroom, and gave them a deadline of like 3 days. But unfortunately, 3 hours later, we played. We went down like 2 weeks later and broadcast it out on the internet. Had like 3,000-4,000 people watching it.
Oh, awesome.
And not in his house. And then in his house, like his neighbours came down. There were like 20 people in Barney's bedroom. It was really weird. Originally we were going to have him in bed whilst we were playing, but it just didn't work out.
That would have been a little bit more weird, I think.
It was weird anyway.
Well, yeah,
it was
true.
Really weird. His mum cooked for us.
That's nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
It was on the rider. Make sure.
Yeah. It's the best you've ever been treated at any venue.
Be careful. We are in one now.
Yeah, I know. I was just saying.
That's fine. Okay.
It's a fact.
You're not going to start treatment here, man. Are you guys still? Are you a full-time band, or do you still have jobs that you have to go to and do?
We still have, majority of us still have jobs, and it's getting a bit tenuous for me anyway.
We're almost, well, hopefully next year we'll be at the point where we can just go work full time.
Yeah, that's it. Fingers crossed.
But next year's the tipping point. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we're almost.
Yeah, I mean, I will get sacked in January. So yeah, that's good. Carry on.
Are they lenient with like going off and touring and stuff? The jobs that you have.
You've got to find someone somewhere, at work that loves music. You talk to them about music constantly for like 2-3 months, and then you drop the bomb that you're in a band.
By the way, yeah.
And they go, and then they can't do anything.
Yeah, cool. Alright, what's a good idea? What's the worst thing about being in a band? Is there only one thing that really just like grinds your gears, or is it all just love constantly?
It's not love constantly, that's for sure.
It's some people big up people that just shouldn't be bigged up, and it's also the phrase, "This is the best thing you'll have heard all year. This is the biggest band in the entire century.
Yeah.
This band are gonna ruin." I don't know. It's just meant
ruin.
Like, no, there are so many cliches. There are so many cliches that are overused. It's just become so like. I don't know.
Don't let that make it sound like we don't enjoy what we do. It's really good.
No, I love it. I just think there's a load of like.
I asked a negative question, man.
You
so
did,
I expect
yeah.
a negative answer.
Yeah,
that's fair
it's just a
enough.
lot of laziness. Like, and people that say like, "Oh, this is the best thing that's ever come out of the UK," and then a week
Even about,
later
like,
they'll say exactly the same thing about another band.
Do you have bands that you think are the best bands that have ever existed? Like,
No.
There's like a more.
There's a lot of really good stuff, but it's so difficult to be definitive, and it makes a mockery of everything else, really.
Yeah.
So.
How much planning do you put into your set lists and things like that?
None.
Like,
Absolutely no planning.
We just written it.
A merch guy's just written ours out on the
But
table.
we think
What,
about.
he decided it, or like?
We decided it amongst ourselves and then texted it to him.
Right, excellent.
So yeah, it's really.
Do you do anything else to prepare, maybe for gigs beforehand, like warm-ups and that sort of stuff?
Poking. Lots of poking. Matt hates being touched or poked or like just manhandled before a gig, so that's what we do.
Yeah.
Aren't
to wind him up.
Aren't you quite superstitious about it?
Yeah, I used to have to watch the sound engineer shake hands with the rest of the band, but I had to see that happen.
Right.
No, there's nothing. I'm not that OCD anymore. I used to be really bad.
It's sort of like you get to the point where it sort of gets like you soften to it, which is like it's never going to happen. I'm never going to.
I don't know. I used to be really bad, but now I'm fine. You just get on with it.
Cool. Have you met any of your idols, like when you've been playing shows or like on tours or festivals like this? Have you met any like big people that you kind of looked up to?
I met David Attenborough in Regent's Park.
Was he like you expected him to be?
Yeah, a great man.
Was he filming in Regent's Park?
No, he wasn't. I don't know where he was going. It was just a brief. I used to walk to work through Regent's Park,
Right.
and he was there. It's great.
That's
Oh
good.
man.
I expect him to be a nice guy though. Like, it's
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
It'd be weird if he turned out to be a horrible maniac, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be a little bit upsetting.
But I don't know, musically. Oh, we did a tour when we were a bit younger, 2009. We did Billy Talent,
Yeah.
like a small string of dates. They were cool guys, and we'd been listening to that since we were sort of 16, 17. So that was a bit weird. That was cool, but I don't know.
What about when your fans meet you guys? Is it, like, how do you want to come across to them? Like, do you?
We try and make it as normal as possible, and probably normally drunk by the time they meet us, so that helps.
Yeah.
No, it's
yeah.
cool. It's really cool to
It's just
to
nice.
meet. who
It's
comes
really
on
nice to
your
talk to
gigs.
people that are into it all.
As opposed to how do you actually come across? Do you come across normal or
It's
like?
got to be
Not normal, no.
We're never normal, but no, it's always cool to meet them afterwards, definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely a good thing.
Because we're all doing it. Like they're coming to our shows to help us progress.
Yeah.
When we're playing the shows, so we're all going in the same direction, really. So it's cool.
My next question is to completely go a different direction. What's the rudest joke you've ever heard? Puts you on the spot a bit.
Yeah, it really
it's the
does.
kind of thing that you need to maybe prepare. But I thought I'd give it a whirl.
So many bad ones, but they're so bad that you couldn't possibly.
That's the other part of this, is that you've got to pick one that's not going to come across too badly from yourself.
There was one that Matt did the other day that I don't.
Make sure it's right.
Why do you want to whisper in your ear?
Well, I don't know. It's
microphone-
it's your
microphone-
life and the rest of your career.
Yeah, I mean, I might just withhold this one and let you do it. Go on, mate.
I can't.
Just do a joke.
What? It's a similarity between Jill Dando and Daz. There isn't a similarity between Jill Dando and Daz. Jill Dando didn't pass the doorstep challenge. That was there's something around that area.
That's terrible.
But it's a really bad one. I can't say it. No, that's too bad. But anyway,
Where's this being broadcast? I mean, what's your target
it
market?
doesn't matter. It'll get out. It'll get out. It always does. Years later.
Yeah. Somebody will find it when they're having trying to do research. They'll find that one. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I put you on the spot.
No, that's fine. we floundered, didn't we? Really
Failed. I've
sunk to the ocean floor.
really bad.
I think you approached it rather democratically. I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just trying to sit on the fence.
Yeah, definitely.
Not lean either way.
There's a guy who he once climbed over the churchyard fence in our nearest town, and he was a homeless guy, and he slept in the graveyard, and he slipped and pierced his perineum, and he was found slumped in the morning.
What, like dead?
Yeah, he'd lost a lot of blood. And
Yeah,
I think they took him to hospital, but they had to carve out the fence, take off the fence with him, take him to hospital. So that's sitting on the fence, isn't it? Really?
Yes.
Awful.
Awful. All right. Well,
What if he's still alive?
I thought you died. I thought that was when I was.
No, he's not
anyway.
dead.
No,
You just said he was.
No, he lost
You
a lot
can't just
of
change it
blood.
up like that, mate. I mean,
I don't think he is.
it's one or the other.
It'll be in the archives.
Right, yeah, well, I'm probably not going to search for that anyway.
No.
I'll leave that one there.
But maybe there's a joke in there somewhere.
There's not.
There's probably,
Just carry on.
not a joke in there.
There must be, and that could be the joke.
I
Well,
think it'd be
sitting
fairly
on the fence-
offensive.
yeah, sitting on the fence was enough fun for me.
Yeah.
Anyway, what bands are you really into at the moment? Is there anyone that really?
Oh man. Yeah, definitely. There's-
Defiled? No.
Just pick that up.
Yeah.
I'm going to give a serious answer for this
Okay.
one. Yeah. All right. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Just checking. Royal Blood, Marmozets. Marmozets have just been signed, which is great for them.
Yeah,
They're
yeah, they're
awesome.
really good.
God, there's loads. Virgin Marys. Millions of bands.
There are millions.
Yeah.
I've listed 3 of them.
Yeah, there's quite a few on today as well, actually.
Yeah, there are. I've heard.
Bands.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. The last thing I've got to ask you is, what's your favourite thing about Warped Tour?
This.
Interviews.
Interviews.
Yeah. I cannot stand playing, but this is perfect. I love doing this. I just do this all the time.
Also means we're not all together, and I hate everybody else.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time out. I appreciate it.
Cheers. Thanks, man.
Thanks very much, dude. Cheers.